Hey everyone, this is Rochelle back with Losing It on Keto. Today I've got another recipe video for you. It's actually a simple one, but it's a rather insightful one. And in order to explain why, I want to share some background information with you. So a couple things I wanted to share. So first off, I've mentioned doing the Ideal Protein Protocol. One of the products on that protocol was a cream of chicken soup, and cream of chicken soup is one of my favorite meals. And so that was a staple then. I can't believe I was eating soy protein isolates. That's the source of the protein of that. We live and we learn. But anyways, doing a low carb, low fat, prioritized protein protocol, I have been trying to achieve that type of taste and texture since then. And what would have seemed natural was the Keto Chow chicken soup base. But I don't know why in my first attempt it didn't work. It does now. I was just being an idiot, I guess. But I also previously had attempted, and I was influenced by this for sure, I had previously attempted to take a whey protein isolate and add that to a chicken stock, and it just didn't work. And my conclusion was, okay, this just doesn't work. But in my research over the weekend, as I was starting to think about this, I came across an article that I think is pretty insightful that I wanted to share with you, because I'm now leveraging this information for recipes and such. So, the title of the article, and I should say that the Keto Chow chicken soup base is a milk protein isolate. So then I was wondering, okay, what's the difference between a milk protein isolate and a whey protein isolate? So if whey didn't work, why would Keto Chow have made a chicken soup base out of milk protein isolate? There must be some sort of science behind this. And so in the research, I came across this article that explained it, and I wanted to share with you before I get into the recipe. And if this isn't of interest to you, then and you just want the recipe, then fast forward and get to that. But I thought this was very insightful. So, as I said, this is the title of the article is How Are Milk Protein Concentrates, Casein, and Whey Proteins Connected? And this is from the Idaho Milk Products. So I've got a couple things here that I've highlighted that I wanted to read to you. The word casein itself refers to a type of molecule inside milk. There is often confusion concerning how milk proteins, casein, and whey are connected. So what are some of the key things to understand about the different properties and uses for these distinct products created from fresh milk? And this next one is very important. To concentrate the protein in milk to a high enough level to be nutritionally significant, separating the micellular casein and whey protein is a necessary step. So that's very important, because what they're saying is, what happens is that while casein and whey are still two milk proteins, milk protein concentrate and whey protein concentrate are different. They're separated, and therefore the resulting properties are different. And I'm going to share what that is. So they provide some information then about whey proteins, and then comparing to the milk protein concentrate. So whey protein concentrate or isolate are generally produced from co-products of the cheese making process. By definition, there's no casein present. Aha! So milk protein concentrate and micellular casein form a milky white suspension when dispersed in water and have a bland or creamy flavor. And remember, creamy is what I was going for. Whey protein concentrate and isolates form somewhat clear, brownish, tinted dispersions in water and tend to have a slightly astringent flavor due to the high levels of sodium, potassium, and chlorine. Whey protein concentrate is not very heat tolerant and will denature fairly easily, leading to off flavors and solubility and dispersion issues. Whey protein concentrate has been around for decades and has become very popular with athletes and bodybuilders. Milk protein concentrate and micellar casein are starting to attract more attention as people recognize the functional qualities, including superior solubility and dispersion and clean, bland flavor profiles that don't require masking agents. So right there, that explains why I had the fails that I had trying to use a whey protein isolate and why using a milk protein isolate is succeeding. So as I said, I thought that was pretty insightful. It's information that I'll use in future recipes. It's one I make use of in this recipe. Like I said, even though this is a simple recipe, this is pretty insightful information that I'm going to take advantage of in the future. So one last thing before I get to the actual recipe is, as always, I like to give you the macro information in regards to what I'm consuming. I have this down now. As I said, this protocol doesn't require tracking for me because I know this and I apply it. I share this information with you as you may be learning through this information that I'm presenting on this channel. So it is, let's see, it's 4 o'clock local time and I'm just about to have my first meal of the day. I've had my supplements already. So I wanted to share the macro info on this first meal. So I'm going to make the creamy chicken with cauliflower, minus the chicken, soup. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of olive oil to that to get my fat in. So that is 240 calories, 30 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, 17 total carbs, 12 dietary for a net of 12, and a protein to energy ratio just under 13. Then to complete this meal, I'm going to have my protein cake, and that'll take up the total macros to 338 calories, 46 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat, 19 total carbs, 13 dietary fiber, so 6 net carbs with a protein to energy ratio of 3.1. So that is going to be this first meal. And now let me get to showing you the recipe. Be back in a sec. Okay, so now for the recipe portion of the video. So I have a pot here. In this pot, I've got 8 ounces of chicken stock. And I'm going to gauge this, whether I'm going to add any more based on the consistency. So I'm either going to go with 8 or approximately 12 ounces, and I'll see how this comes together. So all I have is the chicken stock in here on medium heat, and then I've got the Keto Chow savory chicken soup base, and I've got a scoop of that. So I'm going to whisk that into this. And then I have my 2 cups, 200 grams of rice cauliflower that I've microwaved for 6 minutes that I'm going to add to this. And this is going to be part of the meal that I just shared the macros with you. So this is boiling. So I'm just going to, like I said, whisk this in. And I'm thinking because of, and I can tell I already need to add more liquid. In fact, I may go with another whole cup, but let's do it half a cup at a time. And I was already anticipating that given the, let me turn this down, given the quantity of vegetable, but let's see. So there's a half a cup. Let me add that in. Twist that in. Okay, that's more like the consistency I'm looking for. It smells really chickeny. I don't know why people said this was bland. I've seen reviews of that. And by the way, while I'm making these recipes and I'm referencing Keto Chow, I want you to know I have no affiliation with the company other than I'm a customer. And by doing this protocol, these products fit in well. And so I'm making use of them. I have, you know, they fit into my strategy of using quality ingredients. Okay, so if you can see, that's pretty good. It's the thickness that I'm looking for. I don't want it super thick, so I think the 4 ounces, additional ounces, the half a cup of the chicken stock is just what was needed. So now I'm going to add in the 2 cups of microwaved cauliflower rice, and that's going to be just about it. I will taste this to see if I need any seasonings, but when I had this the other day, I found the soup salty enough. When I made this the other day, I had roasted the cauliflower and then added it, but I actually decided I didn't like that. I love roast cauliflower, I just didn't like it in here, so I decided for this one to go with just the rice cauliflower steamed in the microwave for 6 minutes. And once again, that's 2 cups of cauliflower, 200 grams, and if you've noticed the protocol I'm following of 4 cups of low-carb vegetables a day, that's 2 of my 4, and I'll have the other 2 at my second meal. So, let me show you this. It's absolutely the consistency, what I'm looking for. Exactly what I'm going for. And like I said earlier, I have no idea how I screwed this up the first time. The truth is, I think I was influenced by my whey protein isolate failure, and I think I just overthought it, because this, as you see, is pretty simple. So I'm gonna put this into the bowl here. Look at how nice that is. I should also say the other day I added I don't know if it was 1/8 of a teaspoon or a 1/4 of a teaspoon of konjac powder, of glucomannan, and it absolutely did not need it. It became more like a gel, so did not need it. Look at that. I hope you can see. This is exactly what I'm going for. I hope you can see that richness, that texture, the thickness of the way a cream soup should be. So all I'm going to do is give this a taste, see if it needs any seasonings. But it's exactly what I was shooting for, that I mentioned earlier, of trying to find a cream of chicken soup without, you know, that fits into a low-fat, low-carb, prioritized protein protocol. The only thing I want to start with is pepper. I like to have pepper in my soup. Okay, so there you have it. And once again, look at how thick that is. So I want this to cool off, and then I'm going to give it a try. Okay, here we go. Awesome. But it does need a little of the Redmond salt. I think adding the adding the additional 4 ounces is why I think this of chicken stock, I think why I needed to add the salt. So let's see if I need any garlic powder or anything here. It's close. Needs a little more salt. I'm one that I love salt. I can't get enough. Try it one more time. Bam, perfect. Perfect. You can add other seasonings. You can add garlic powder, whatever. I don't think it needs it. It's exactly what I was going for. And if you're not a fan of vegetables, you wouldn't know that this is cauliflower instead of rice. So this is perfect, just what I was going for. And hopefully, if you've got the Keto Chow chicken soup mix and are looking for a way to use it, here you go. As well as the other recipe that I released into a crust or bread. So, as always, hopefully you're finding this helpful. If you're like me and like a cream of chicken soup, I encourage you to pick this product up. It's awesome. Okay, until the next time, I'll see you.